Quick play.
You know, modern gaming has become obsessed with things like quality control, balance, and play testing. And honestly, that's coward's behavior. Because back in the glorious PS1 era, companies weren't afraid to ask dangerous questions. Questions like, what if we made a racing game, but based entirely around a restaurant chain? And not just any restaurant chain, no, an establishment built on wings, sports, neon lighting, and the unwavering confidence of divorced men named Rick. This is Hooter's Road Trip, a game so ambitious, so fearless, that it looked at normal racing games and said, what if instead of realism, we create emotional instability? And folks, mission accomplished. The racing in Hooter's Road Trip is unlike anything else because the game understands a fundamental truth. Driving isn't about speed, it's about surviving a deeply hostile transport ecosystem. The second a race begins, every car on the road develops the instincts of a cornered animal. Look at this taxi. That's not AI behavior, that's generational hatred. Other racing games let you ease into a track, not here. Here the game throws you directly into a 14-car insurance claim before your brain even has processed the countdown. And honestly, that's immersive, because real road trips are stressful. Now, some critics, and by critics I mean cowards, have complained about the controls. Apparently they wanted precision. That's embarrassing. Hooter's Road Trip strips away unnecessary complexity by giving you exactly 3 steering options. Violently to the left, violently to the right, and you just accept your fate. There is no analog control because this game respects decisiveness. You commit to a turn the same way a man commits to buying fireworks in a gas station parking lot. Immediately. And without thinking. And the brakes? Oh, the brakes are phenomenal. Because they don't actually stop the car, they just give you a brief moment to reflect on your mistakes before impact. Now we have to talk about the physics engine. And I use the term physics in the same way a fast food restaurant uses the term chef. Technically accurate, spiritually questionable. In most racing games, collisions reduce speed. Not here. Here, collisions unlock possibilities. You hit one yellow taxi and suddenly your car becomes a roulette wheel powered entirely by regret. And the bouncing? Magnificent. Your vehicle doesn't crash so much as enter orbit. Every accident feels like the game itself is improvising. Like the engine is discovering gravity at the same time you are. Now, the car roster in this game is extraordinary because none of these vehicles feel like they were tested by humans. Every car has a distinct personality disorder. The Hawk is your starter car. Balanced, reliable, completely forgettable. The Gemini feels like driving wet cardboard downhill. The Kuva has power. The corner's like a refrigerator full of soup. And then there's the Fugo, a vehicle so spiritually disconnected from traction that I'm convinced the tires are coated in butter. Driving the Fugo isn't racing, it's negotiating. And finally, the Pantia, the endgame car, the chosen one. The vehicle you unlock after surviving enough suffering to earn the game's respect. This car isn't going to stop you from sliding around, but you're in too deep to care by this point. The tracks themselves are masterpieces of psychological warfare. Every road is packed with blind corners, narrow lanes, and civilian traffic that behaves like it just received a life insurance payout. Other racing games reward memorization. This game rewards emotional resilience, because no amount of skill can prepare you for a taxi materializing sideways in front of you like a vengeful spirit. And I respect that. The tracks don't want you to feel comfortable. Comfort creates weakness. Now, the AI racers deserve special praise because they operate outside of normal conventional reality, especially first place. That driver is not human. That's a cryptid, a mythological creature. You can drive perfectly for 3 straight minutes and somehow he's still 14 seconds ahead like he took a shortcut through another dimension. And the rubber banding system is beautiful because it ensures no race outcome feels earned. You're not competing against the racers, you're competing against destiny. And then after you win a car, we have the licensing test. Because apparently the developers thought, you know what this arcade racer needs? Bureaucracy. These tests are repetitive, frustrating, and spiritually exhausting. which makes them the most realistic driving simulation in the entire game. Now, after all your hard work surviving these races, what rewards do you receive? Performance upgrades, perhaps? Customization options? New gameplay modes? Absolutely not. You get full motion video clips. Tiny compressed video rewards that look like they were rendered through a microwave. And they are incredible. These videos have the exact energy of a regional cable commercial filmed between lunch rushes. No Hollywood polish, just raw commitment. Cinema in its purest form. All this coupled with the soundtrack that sounds like someone searched Extreme Sports Guitar Final 2 _ use this on LimeWire and just committed to the first result. Every song has the energy of sunglasses purchased at a gas station. And honestly, it fits perfectly. And finally, the namesake of the whole game, the road trip itself. The geography in this game is breathtakingly incorrect. You bounce across America like the country is held together entirely by service roads and confidence. Florida to Vegas? Sure. Texas to California? Why not? Nothing matters. Maps are for weak people. At the end of the day, Hooter's Road Trip isn't just a racing game. It's a monument to unchecked early 2000s energy. A game built during an era where someone could walk into a boardroom and say, what if traffic itself was the final boss? And somehow everyone nodded. Modern games are polished, balanced, safe. But Hooter's Road Trip? This game is something more powerful. Unreasonable confidence. And honestly, I miss that. 10 out of 10, no notes. Absolute masterpiece of highway-based suffering.